everyone, it's Tara. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a 5 on Friday video. Today's video is kind of inspired by middle grade March, which is happening now, obviously, because it's March. It is almost over, but whatever, better late than never. So I wanted to talk about 5 middle grade series that I really enjoyed as a child and that I'm contemplating diving back into now as an adult. So yeah, these are all books or series that I read and loved and binged when I was a kid. So as I see these books at thrift stores or library book sales, things like that, I try and pick them up because I'm such a fan. And they just bring back such good memories from my childhood. So let's hop right in. So series number 1 shouldn't be a surprise to anyone if you've been watching my channel for any length of time, because I talk about it fairly often. Normally it's tied to when I'm talking about my mom, but yeah, that is the Little House on the Prairie series by Laura Ingalls Wilder. Because my mom loved these books so much, we always had them around. As I've mentioned in previous videos, we went to the museums and stuff when we were kids. And so I read these and I love these. I did a reread of the series before I started my channel, but not that long ago, maybe 3 years ago. And loved it just as much as an adult as I did as a kid. I'm convinced that this series is part of why I just really love historical fiction, because I loved reading about a time that I, am not familiar with, and reading it as a kid and getting a child's perspective. It was a good time. I really enjoy these. I think these are great books that, introduce kids to a different time period and a different, way of living. And I just loved them then, love them now. We'll probably do another reread of this series relatively soon. I might try and reread them with my mom. I think that'd be fun. So yeah, love this series. Next up, I'm going to talk about the book that I don't have a physical copy of, which kind of makes me sad. I need to get my hands on them, and I know that my library has them, at least one of them, because I've checked it out once, and that is the Hank the Cowdog series. It's basically, this series is they're mysteries told from the perspective of Hank the Cowdog, and Hank the Cowdog is a detective. He kind of protects his the ranch that he lives on, but also does some sleuthing. I loved those books as a kid. I actually think that, if I'm remembering correctly, way back when I was in I don't know, it was either second grade or 4th grade, I participated in my public library's summer reading challenge, and by reading a certain amount of books, I think I got to pick out a new book for the library, and the book that I picked out was the Hank the Cowdog book. So I'll have there's probably a picture here of them. I just remember really enjoying those books. They were really quick reads, and I just enjoyed them. And I was talking to John a few years ago. I said something about this book series to John, and he was like, "Tara, I'm pretty sure that was just a Texas thing. There's what is Hank the Cowdog?" So have you heard of Hank the Cowdog? Let me know down below, because he was convinced that it was just a Texas thing until I searched our public library's website and was able to check it out, the first one. So I know it's not just a Texas thing, but John had never heard of it. So he was teasing me, saying it was just a Texas thing. So that is series number 2, Hank the Cowdog. Series number 3 is the Goosebumps series by R.L. Stine. This is number 37. It's the only one that I have currently, but yeah, I remember just loving reading those books and scaring myself a little bit. I don't know how I got into those. I want to say my older brother might have gotten me into them, but I could be wrong. But like we read like the scary stories to tell in the dark, and I don't know, like I don't know why I think my older brother got me into them, but I just like I enjoyed reading them. And then there was the TV show. Does it say it? Yeah. There was like the TV show, like right there it says watch Goosebumps on Fox Kids TV. And these stories, they were like just scary enough for like little kids, but like I never found myself like not wanting to read them at night because they were scary, but they were like just scary enough to be like entertaining and a little bit like ooh, like, you know. And I enjoyed them. What I never saw, and tell me if you watch this, was like the like somewhat more recent movie that I want to say had Jack Black in it. I never watched that. But I did watch the TV show and I read these books, and I just remember like thinking they were fun books to read and a little bit spooky and a good time. All right, so my last two series, I don't like, I feel like if I could pick a favorite of the two if I had to, but I enjoyed both of these series so much. They are like probably my top two like middle grade series. And the first one is The Boxcar Children by Gertrude Chandler Warner. This is number 2, Surprise Island. And I think that The Boxcar Children and probably Hank the Cowdog a little bit got me into like my love of mysteries, because the Boxcar Children like solve mysteries. They're like 4 siblings, 2 boys, 2 girls, that lived in a boxcar until I believe they move in with their grandfather. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a long time since I've read one of these. I haven't read this one yet. Yeah, now they have a home with their grandfather. Okay. And like they like solved mysteries. And I remember loving the 4 kids. Which one's the older girl? The older girl I really liked, and I don't remember if she's Jessie or Violet. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've read these, but I enjoyed reading their adventures solving mysteries. I really love these books, and I want to reread more of them. Last but definitely not least, probably my favorite middle grade series of all time is The Babysitter's Club by Ann M. Martin. I feel like most girls, most women around my age or older, because these books, like this is number 3 and it was published in the mid 80s, like read these books. I mean, I love everything about them. I read the books. I owned a lot of the books. I don't think I ever owned like all of them. I had the super specials. I had the super mysteries. I like watched the TV show. I watched the movie. I had the movie. What else did I have? Oh, I had there was like a spin-off series that followed Dawn when Dawn moves back to California. It was like a diary type thing. I will try and find a picture and insert it here. I had those because Dawn or Stacy were probably like my 2 favorites. Let me know if you read The Babysitter's Club. Who was your favorite? Let me know down below. I love them. I remember thinking like, oh, as I'm sure like most girls that read these, most people, because it wasn't only girls that read them, like I was like, I'm gonna start my own Babysitter's Club, and had all of these like dreams and ambitions, which is why I think I loved these so much as a kid, and why I love them now is because like it's a group of like strong, of girls with a strong friend group. Like they support each other. Like, yeah, they get into fights and you like read about some arguments that they have. But like they were a strong group of friends. They, started their own business. Like I loved it. Loved everything about it. And now living in Connecticut, this is set in Connecticut. So I definitely need to reread these. I actually need to, I don't know when the live show is. is it this weekend or next weekend? I don't know. But the Book Sisters book club was reading one of the super mysteries. I think the first one. And I can't get my hands on it. I wanted to read it with them, but I can't get my hands on it. But I'll definitely have to tune into that live show because anything Babysitters Club, I was all about back in the day. Definitely need to reread these soon. Yeah. So those are 5 like middle grade series that I just loved as a kid and either have reread recently or want to reread soon as an adult. Like, yeah. So let me know down below, what are some of your favorite middle grade books or series that you read as a kid that you like either have reread or want to reread? And let me know some of your favorite middle grade books that you've read as an adult, because I definitely want to do more reading of middle grade and need some recommendations. So let me know down below. Did you read these plus Hank the Cowdog? I really want to know about Hank the Cowdog. I need to know if was just like a Texas thing. Did you read these when you were a kid? What do you think of them? What did you think of them? Chat with me down below. Anyways, that is it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, happy reading. Bye.